What's going on, guys? We're now going to do our 11th outcast mission called In the Flesh. Let's go ahead and start that one. Now, this mission is going to be a little bit more demanding than the previous ones we have dealt with. Only because this one is timed with 2 minutes and we have to use a Caragor to get our kills going here. So I'm going to release this one. And I'm going to run up here and get as close to it as I can. And I'm going to go ahead and jump on it and dominate it. This is going to be what's required to cover a lot of ground. And there's one. We have two right now because the Caragor already killed one for us. And there's three. So what I'm going to do now is get off the Caragor. Now the Caragor is, since it's dominated, it's over here just kind of messing around. But I'm going to go ahead and jump back on it. And we're just not really going to worry about the kills yet of the with the Caragor. Since we have to cover a large amount of ground, I'm going to kind of get those other two kills on our way. You know, we have to cover a lot of ground and free 5 slaves in this one. So there's another Caragor kill, and this is going to be our 5th and final one. So I'm going to go ahead and dismount, let him go ahead and you know, mess with those Urukai over there. And every time we free a slave, we're going to reset the counter back to 2 minutes here. And our Caragor died there. So because that happened, I'm going to release this one as well. I'm going to re-dominate our Caragor. Now since he's down there, I'm going to go ahead and re-dominate. And if your Caragor dies, there's usually going to be a new one at the site, you know, the next site that you're at. So moving on to the next, oh, kind of ran into a tree there. Moving on to the next site. This is not what I meant to do. But moving on to the next site, we're going to go ahead and free our next slave over here. And I'm going to go ahead and get him freed. So reset our counter. And just keep it moving, you know. By dominating Caragor, you can dismount it and free the slave, and he will kind of go ahead and distract your other Urukai. So I'm going to go ahead and dismount Caragor here. It didn't really work how I wanted it to, but to get these enemies out of my way, because they're kind of annoying me right now, I'm going to pull up my bow and get a little combo going on them. And that will give us enough time. This is not what I wanted with him, but now we're going to cut him free. And if the Caragor dies, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing we did before. It might, but it didn't. So I'm going to move on to the next slave group here. And the good thing about this mission is you'll reset at 2 minutes every time you free another slave. So it makes it a little bit easier. It's not a continuous timer. And we're moving on to our last and final, our final slave here. And I'm going to go ahead and attack this guy with a shield. And our Caragor died. So this makes it a little bit more difficult, but not too much because I still got my elf shots here. I'm going to go ahead and release this Caragor while I'm at it to distract my enemies from me. And I ran out of elf shot, but that's okay. I'm going to run over here. At this point, since I have another extra minute, we can kind of spend time here fighting these Urukai, because we're definitely good on timing. And there's an execution there. So we're gonna go ahead and kill these other two archers. Well, the other one is not an archer, but and that will leave us enough time to finally free our last slave. And there's completion of this mission.